Are you confident? Do you have consistency? How much conviction do you have? I'm Daniel Gomez, the Confidence Architect, a business strategist, keynote speaker, executive coach, and best selling author. On the Daniel Gomez Inspire Show, we will help you unlock confidence to create consistency and develop conviction. Together, we will discover the key that unlocks your confidence. Woo! Welcome back to another episode of the Daniel Gomez Inspire Show, where we inspire you, we motivate you, we educate you. And today we have an amazing episode waiting for you. You have an amazing guest today. It's going to be me, Daniel Gomez inspiring you. And I'll tell you what, we're going to add a lot of great content to the show. So you definitely want to get out your paper and get out your pen ahead of time, because we're going to drop some massive value. And I want you to get all this wisdom down, because today we're going to talk about taking your life to the next level. I'm grateful. It's been over 2 years since we started our podcast, and I haven't done a solo episode, but I thought it was time. I thought it was time for me to do a solo episode. So I'm here with you. We're going to definitely go deep into the makings of a millionaire mind, because I want to add value to you. I want to add just another level of life to you. And if you would have honestly told me today that our business was going to be as successful as it is today, I would have never believed it. I'm humbled. I'm grateful to God. And Heavenly Father, we just ask, Lord, that you would move upon my words today. Bless this episode of the Daniel Gomez Inspire Show, that it would truly add value to our amazing audience. So get ready to take some notes as we get started. Like I mentioned, I didn't imagine that our podcast would be doing amazing. Our business would be growing. It all started with an idea. And so many times, this idea that we have, this idea that's God-given, we just ignore it. But the biggest thing that I realize is this, is that most million-dollar ideas, most dreams never come true because there's a lack of belief. Write that down. The lack of belief. It's the lack of believing in yourself. It's the lack of believing that it's possible for you. It's the lack of truly believing in the idea that was dropped down into your spirit, into your heart, into your soul. What do I mean by that? Well, so many times we believe these dreams for everybody else. We believe these dreams for other people. We believe it for our best friend. We believe it for a family member. We believe it for everybody else. But what about you? What about you? I want you to write this question down right now on your journal, on your paper. Write down this question. Why not me? Yes. Why not me? Why not? Someone's going to take an idea and just grow with it. It's going to blossom. It's going to bloom. Why not it be you? I want you to start believing things for yourself. I want you to start believing success for yourself. I want you to start believing the millionaire lifestyle for yourself. You're probably saying, really, Daniel? Like, is this possible for me? I want to be totally honest with you. I want to be totally transparent. When I was writing my book, The Makings of a Millionaire Mind, I felt that there was a part of Daniel Gomez. I felt like a hypocrite. I felt like I was not worthy to write this book. And that was aside all the success we had these 5 years in business, going on 5 years, all the success we've had. Still with that, I questioned. And as I started writing the book, the title wasn't out yet, but I knew it was going to be a book about the millionaire or something. I stopped. I did the introduction. I did chapter 1. And then just me and my editor, we just kind of, the files were not good. And I said, there's no need to get upset. Let me just go back, and maybe I missed it. And I did. I missed the direction of our book. And I stopped, and I said, well, I'll just start again. I'll start again here in the holidays. The holidays are coming up. I'll start again in the holidays. And Thanksgiving came, didn't start. Christmas was fast approaching, and we were past Christmas, didn't start. And then my wife came to me one morning and said, Daniel, God is saying to you start writing the book again. He's not asking you. He's saying, start writing the book again in his nice way. And I really just, my wife knows me. We've been together 25 years. By God's grace, we just celebrated our 25-year anniversary this past couple of weeks. And she goes, he's going to walk you through it. Don't worry. And sure enough, I started one chapter. The introduction came. Chapter 1 came. Chapter 2 came. And once the idea started flowing, then I had some momentum. And right now, what's keeping you from really getting that idea that God gave you, you haven't even started. You have to start somewhere. A millionaire idea, $1 million mind, right? A $1 million idea starts somewhere. It starts as a regular idea and then it grows. And then it grows even more. But remember what I said a little while ago, it's because the lack of belief that it's possible for you. And I really want you to take that away from this episode, that it's truly, truly possible for you. It's possible for you watching on YouTube. It's possible for you listening on iHeart. It's possible for you listening on iTunes. It's possible for you listening on Spotify. It's possible for you. It's the lack of belief that keeps our dreams, our ideas from growing, from becoming that $1 million idea for us. And as I started my book and I got the momentum, it started coming. It got easier. And then we went to this conference where I was blessed to speak with John Maxwell. And we were there and it was amazing. God just moved. We sold out of our book, the You Were Born to Fly, this book right here. We took about 50 books with us. If you were born to fly, and it's available on Amazon also. But it was just amazing, and we didn't have anything for the second day of the conference. And I told my assistant, well, what are we gonna do? But we had a mock-up. We had a mock-up of the makings of a millionaire mind, and we were like, she said, let's sell your book. Let's sell the Millionaire Mind book, but it wasn't finished. But I said, oh, let's do it. But we sold all these copies. We had like over 50 pre-orders, and it put pressure on me to finish the book. I came back from Atlanta and just dug in. Right, I was there every day, because I came back. It was the last week of January 30th or something, and I was committed to finish that book in February and to get it into editing by March, and we were able to do that. But it had to put myself in that situation. But think about what I said. I sold all these orders, all these pre-orders, thousands of dollars of pre-orders, even before the book was even finished. And that's gambling on yourself. That's having a belief in me. I had to believe in myself that I could do it. I had to believe that with God's help, it was possible for me. And you have to believe, maybe for you, you've been trying to do it by yourself over and over and over and over again. And you've been trying to do it by yourself all the time. You're just trying to do things by yourself. And I want you to really, really start leaning on God more. Ask him for help. He'll help you. I promise you. He'll help you. The book launched. And then at the same time the book launched, we were working on our online course, the Makings of a Millionaire Mind course right here behind me. And that was a lot of work, and it took effort. And I said to myself, well, I'll just do a couple of videos and we'll sell it, and it'll be good. It'll be good content. But the one thing I didn't expect was for God to whisper into my heart, saying, no, put more value into it. And I was already tired, because if you ever done a course, recording all those videos and doing them right, doing them of high quality, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of focus. But that's what $1 million idea requires. That's what $1 million mind does for you. You see, because when you have the makings of a millionaire mind, you do the things that are hard. You don't just do the things that are easy. Let me say it again. When you have a millionaire mind, you do the things that are hard. You don't just do the things that are easy. And so many of us, we just do things that are easy, that are convenient to us. I know many people that if it inconveniences them, they stop, they quit. Why? Think about that. What does that say about you? What does that say about your character? What does that say about who you are deep down inside, your core values? The truth is, on the road to becoming a millionaire, there's going to be many challenges. There's going to be many adversities. There's going to be so many things that are going to come, and you don't even realize it. The biggest mistake that I see young entrepreneurs make, young aspiring speakers, right? Young speakers that come to our Sticker Shock Speaking Academy, they have the desire, they have the dream, but sooner or later that momentum, that desire, that passion, it kind of flames out when the results don't show up. And that's when you got to dig in even deeper. What do I mean by that? What am I trying to say? Well, most young speakers, most young entrepreneurs in their first year, they underestimate how much persistence it's going to take. And having the millionaire mind, you're persistent. You have to be persistent. Persistency. They underestimate how much persistence is going to require. They underestimate maybe what the financial investment is going to be to get to the success level that they want or to surpass that. And they underestimate the amount of time it's going to take. I was guilty of that. When I started my business, it wasn't easy. I mean, I was poor-minded. I had a poor-minded financial inner economy, and I talk a lot about that in the book. The same way we have a financial economy on the outside, the economy of the United States, the economy of the world, the money, the revenues run through these economies. Dollars are transferred from one account to the other. Business is done from one business to the other. The economy, as it flows, well, you have a financial inner economy in yourself. And maybe you've never heard this concept. Maybe you've never even thought of it, but inside you, you have a financial inner economy. But the sad part about it is that we've been trained to think poor since we were kids. We've been trained to be consumers since we were kids. We've been trained this way by marketing, by society. It's just a fact of life. Because they want us to consume more and to be into this system, and we're taught to think poor-minded. So over 90% of people, they have a poor-minded financial inner economy. Now that there's a lot of awareness and subconscious thinking, and really that you have the power to change your life, I had to do the work to really develop that millionaire mind within myself and change my poor-minded financial inner economy to that of a millionaire-minded financial inner economy, to have that millionaire financial inner economy. And it took a lot of work, and I'm still working on myself. Believe me, by no means have I arrived. By no means am I looking down at anybody right now. By no means am I talking down to anybody. I just want to give you the wisdom that helped me to get to where I'm at. I know what it's like to eat cereal with water. I know what it's like to eat cereal with water. I know what it's like to lie to a friend when I was in junior high, saying, yeah, I went to that restaurant just to fit in, because we were poor. We didn't have the money to go eat at this nicer restaurant that they mentioned. And I vowed to myself that I would never lie about food again, because I felt like so small that day. I felt so small that day. And then we have these beliefs about people that millionaires are greedy, millionaires are selfish, rich people don't care about themselves, rich people are mean. It's farthest from the truth. It's farthest from the truth. And because we think this way, because we have a poor-minded financial inner economy, and we don't have that millionaire mind, that millionaire financial inner economy that I talk about in the book, The Makings of a Millionaire Mind, we don't take the risk on ourselves. We don't bet on ourselves the way we should. And there comes a lack of belief that I said from the beginning. So because we don't bet on ourselves, the reason we don't bet on ourselves, the reason we don't take action is because we don't believe that we can. You're saying, Daniel, yeah, Daniel, you got it easy now. No, I don't. But let me take you back to the beginning. Let me take you back to the beginning. Because you're saying this is your excuse right now. Your excuse is this, is that, well, Daniel, I got a family. Daniel, I got bills to pay. Daniel, I have a pretty good job. I make, I don't know, $60,000 a year, $70,000 a year. I'm comfortable is really what you're saying. I'm comfortable is what you're saying. But you're unhappy because you hate the job that you do. You truly, truly hate that job. Somebody out there listening to this episode, you hate that job. But you're tolerating that very job that you hate, that you despise. I would even say somebody listening to this episode, you despise your job. Just the thought of waking up, you don't even want to wake up. You don't even want to get out of bed because that's how unhappy you are in your current position in life and business. But you still go to work because you tolerate that very existence. You're living life below what you deserve. You're living life below what you deserve. Think about that. And because of this thought process that we have, circling back, that's why many people that start a business, they go out of business within 3 years. Within 3 years, 90% of these businesses don't exist anymore because they underestimate the persistence that it takes. They underestimate how much of an investment it's going to take. They underestimate how long it's going to take. I remember when I first started, going on 5 years. We're going on our 5-year anniversary already. We're not there yet, but we're almost there. So I'm grateful to God for that. But I wanted to be where I'm at now 5 years ago. Imagine if I would have had what I have now 5 years ago. I would have crumbled. I would have imploded. I would have self-destructed is what I would have done. Because I didn't have the millionaire mind. I didn't have the character. I didn't have the substance inside of me, the right foundation. And really, you're saying, Daniel, I don't want to be a millionaire. You know what the beautiful thing about the makings of a millionaire mind, becoming that millionaire, having that millionaire mindset, is the person that you become, the person that you find out who you are. You actually become a better human being. And I wouldn't even call it a human being. You're a human becoming. You're becoming who God created you to be. My self-image had to grow to embody the life that I have right now. My self-image had to grow to embody the identity of being Daniel Gomez, the makings of a millionaire mind, a $1 million man. Daniel Gomez inspires. Because I want to inspire people to know that there's another level of life. I want to inspire people to know that they can go from being broke to having a life of abundance, a life of increase, a life that just overflows with God blessings. Religion has taught us to think that to be humble is to be poor, and it's a lot of hogwash. It's just religion. Religion has taught us that it's bad to have money, that money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. I'm not going to sit here and try to sell you on the idea. Just pick up the Bible yourself and read it. That's what I would recommend you to do. Read it. When you seek the truth, when you ask God to help you, God, help me see the truth, God's going to help you find the truth. I promise you that. He will definitely do that for you. That's how much he loves you. God will go through extraordinary lengths to tell you that he loves you, to show you that he loves you. Let me say it again. God will go through extraordinary lengths to show you that he loves you. So think about, where in your life do you lack the belief? Because coming back to what I said earlier, you just want to do what's easy. You have to stop doing the easy things. Having the makings of a millionaire mind is really going to commit to you, right? You have to make a commitment to the idea that you have. You have to make a commitment to yourself that you're going to do the hard things. I've said this before, if you're just interested, it ain't going to work. Because when you're interested, soon as that challenge comes, soon as that adversity comes, you give up. I don't want you to be that small business owner. I don't want you to be that entrepreneur that you underestimate what it takes. So many times people say I'm upset because I invested in this idea, I invested in this course, I invested in this conference, and I'm not where I want to be. Well, because you're not growing yet to be the person that you need to be. Let me say it again. You're not where you want to be because you haven't grown in the person that you need to be. You need to grow into that person that you need to be to handle that level of success, that maturity. I myself, if I would have known the investment I had to make in myself as a human being, as Daniel Gomez inspires, that I was going to have to invest over $200,000 now to this point in the past 5 years, I would have been like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. But this is the point I want you to see. Earlier, I referenced some of you that someone listening to this is you're comfortable at $60,000, $70,000 a year. I was making almost $200,000 a year, almost $250,000 a year. I was well on my way past the 6 figures. And I left that comfort of the automotive industry to take care of my wife when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. What comfort are you failing to release because you're thinking poor-minded? What comfort are you failing to release because you lack that belief in yourself? And that's the message. I'm drilling in that message. Millionaires understand. Millionaires believe in themselves enough to take action. Millionaires believe in themselves enough to make that investment in themselves, not just once, but twice, but 3 times. Millionaires understand that it takes belief in themselves to get their business to another level. And millionaires believe that they need help. Maybe you're stuck right now in life. Maybe you're stuck in business. I want to encourage you, pick up a copy of our book, The Makings of a Millionaire Mind. It's going to bless you. It's on Amazon, or go to our website, themakingsofamillionairemind.com. I would even encourage you, buy the course, make the investment in your course. It's not about the money. It's about making an investment in yourself. This course has changed so many hundreds of lives already. We're almost to 100 of courses. Our book has helped thousands. Forgive me. Our book has we've sold thousands of our books already. Our books have helped thousands. Our course, we're on our way to break 100. We've helped many, many, many people with our course. And then here in San Antonio, November 18th and 19th, I want to encourage you to come to our boot camp. Go to Eventbrite right now and make the investment in our boot camp, The Makings of a Millionaire Mind Boot Camp, November 18th and 19th. It's not just for people that are broke. The content that we're going to deliver, I've taken businesses that were losing $1 million to making $1 million in the profit, right? $2 million swing. We're going to talk about what blocks keeping you. I've coached multimillionaires that were stuck at $1 million in revenue and taken them to a higher level to $5 million. So maybe that's you. Maybe you're a real estate agent. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. Maybe you're a small business and you're tapped out. I promise you, when you come to the Makings of a Millionaire Mind Bootcamp, we're going to have content. It's going to be a 2-day event. I guarantee you in those 2 days, you're going to raise your financial bar, right? You're going to raise the bar in your life. You're going to raise your financial thermostat. And you, as either as an individual or as a business owner, when your financial thermostat raises, you're going to raise, because everything around you is going to raise, because you raise that financial thermostat. So put it in the comments below here in our YouTube channel. What's your big takeaway from watching this? What's your big takeaway? My hope is that you would really believe for yourself that there's another level of life, that there's another level of living for you out there. For you, for your family, for your children. There's always one, right? There's always one person in every family that always has a major breakthrough that breaks those generational curses, that bondage that they're in. What do I mean by that? Maybe everybody in your family, like in my family, all my brothers, we just drank beer all the time. I'm just being honest. I'm being totally transparent. My dad used to drink beer every weekend, probably 3 or 4 days out of the weekend. Miller Lite was his gig. I was on the same path. My brothers, I lost a brother, had cirrhosis of the liver. Another brother just got stuck in alcoholism and took his life. It broke my heart. My other brother, just same path. But I chose to be different. I chose to be the one. The question is, will you choose to be the one that, regardless of what your family members say, regardless of what your friends say, regardless of what anybody says, that you're going to embrace the challenge and grow and become who God created you to be? Take on that challenge. You be the one to change the destiny of your life and the legacy of your family. Be the one. Be the one that changes the whole trajectory of the future of the generations to come, because you were crazy enough, like Daniel Gomez inspires, to believe in yourself. Sometimes you just have to be crazy enough to believe in yourself. I'm going to end with this. If God can take mold, stinky old smelly mold, what can God not do if you allow him a space and a place in your life? If God can take smelly old green mold, slimy mold, and turn it into penicillin that's good for the body, what can he not do in your life if you give him a space and a place? I hope this episode encouraged you. I hope it inspired you to really believe in yourself, to go out there and take action, to start. I want to plant that seed in your mind right now that you have within you. You have within you all the hidden potential. You have within you right now the makings of a millionaire mind. Yes, you listening to this right now. I want you to share this episode out. Share it out. I never come on and I haven't done a solo episode since we started this podcast over 2 years ago. And it was really in my heart to do this one today because I wanted to drop this message in your heart, in your soul. You need to hear this, whether you're in India, whether you're in Pakistan, whether you're in China and Mexico. It doesn't matter where you are, in Canada. You need to listen to this message and share with people, because there's another higher life out there. There's another higher way of living, a better life. You were created to live such a better life. You were created for such a better life. Stop living below the means you were created for. Stop living below what you deserve. This is Daniel Gomez Inspires. If no one's ever told you they believe in you, I'm telling you right now, I believe in you. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Daniel Gomez Inspire Show, the makings of a millionaire mind. If you're stuck in life, if you're stuck in business, reach out to me. Go to danielgomezglobal.com. That's danielgomezglobal.com. Do our entrepreneur assessment out there. We're going to do it, give it to you for free. And also send me a message there. I want to bless you with a complimentary 45-minute discovery session and help you get unlocked where you're stuck at. I've helped hundreds and thousands of companies and businesses. I can help you raise your life to another level. And don't forget, November 18th and 19th, here in San Antonio, Texas, the Makings of a Millionaire Mind Bootcamp. That's the Makings of a Millionaire Mind Bootcamp, live here in San Antonio. Go right now to Eventbrite and get your tickets. And then go get our course, the Makings of a Millionaire Mind course. It's going to bless you. It's going to help you. There's testimonials on there. Believe me, I have a proven track record. It's about helping you. Until next time, we'll see you here on the Daniel Gomez Inspire Show. And don't forget, next March 17th and 18th, here in San Antonio, the Sticker Shock Speaking Academy. We'll see you next week with another amazing episode and another amazing guest.
This is Daniel Gomez, and thank you so much for tuning into our show today. We'd love your feedback. Please drop us a comment, and thank you for leaving us a review. Don't forget to subscribe to our show and share this episode with a friend. And my free gift for listening to our show today is a copy of my best-selling book, You Were Born to Fly. To get your free copy, go to danielgomezinspires.com and get your copy today. That's danielgomezinspires.com. And to elevate your life and business even more, follow me on social media at Daniel Gomez Inspires on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Together, we will discover the key that unlocks your confidence.